a South Korean court stopped Bithumb's 6-month partial suspension from taking effect. The ruling matters because it challenges the enforcement process behind one of the harshest sanctions aimed at a won-based exchange. South is the hook because the confirmed event creates a specific pressure point. The FIU alleged roughly 6.65 million violations, including due diligence failures and missed restricted transaction blocks. The measurable anchor is 6.65 M claims, and the story turns on sanction stay rather than broad hype. Instead of treating the headline as a market mood swing, this segment follows the mechanism that makes the change matter and the next signal that can prove whether the story is moving forward. The confirmed baseline is this. The suspension was set to limit external virtual asset transfers for new customers before Bithumb sued and sought an injunction. That detail gives viewers the frame for the rest of the story. It shows what is already known, which actors or assets are involved, and why the event is not just a random market headline. For this story, Bithumb and South Korea crypto sit inside a process where AML process can change the readout. The baseline also defines the boundary. 6.65 M claims is usable evidence, while anything beyond AML process still needs follow-through. The important part is to keep the evidence tight before moving into what the change actually does. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. The mechanism is where South becomes useful. The court accepted a stay request, allowing normal operations while the administrative lawsuit tests the legal basis of the sanction. In plain English, the event matters because it changes the way access, risk, settlement, liquidity, governance, or infrastructure works. In this case, the stress point is legal pushback, which is why 6.65 M claims is a signal rather than decoration. That is why the segment spends time on legal pushback before discussing impact. Without that mechanism, the event is easy to misread. The headline may grab attention, but the mechanism explains why traders, builders, users, or institutions have to care about the next step. The impact lands with a specific group, not with crypto as a whole. Korean exchanges now have a clearer path to push back when they argue regulator penalties ignore compliance efforts or unclear guidance. That is the practical consequence. It may affect how users move funds, how institutions manage compliance, how traders price liquidity, how developers build, or how risk desks read the market. The affected side is tied to South Korea crypto and Bithumb, so the scope stays limited to what the supplied facts support. That narrower read is more useful than a sweeping market claim. The open question is just as important as the confirmed fact. The court stay does not decide the final lawsuit, the FIU appeal strategy, or separate privacy-related investigations. That means the story should not be read as a guaranteed outcome. The proof standard is simple. The next signal is whether Bithumb follows Dunamu in winning broader relief against the FIU sanction framework. Until that signal appears, the confirmed development and the unresolved part should stay separate. A stronger claim would need Bithumb or relevant market participants to show follow-through around AML process, not only reaction around South Korea crypto. That prevents a useful news signal from turning into speculation. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. The next signal for South is concrete. The next signal is whether Bithumb follows Dunamu in winning broader relief against the FIU sanction framework. If that signal appears, the story has new evidence. If it does not, the headline may remain smaller than the early reaction suggests. A clean follow-through would connect 6.65 M claims to visible action, usage, compliance, liquidity, or technical progress. For viewers, the usable close is not a direction call. It is a checklist tied to 6.65 M claims, sanction stay, and the specific trigger above. The final readout is practical. Track the next verifiable step, not the loudest claim around the asset, rule, protocol, or market move.